So you guys keeping up with what's going on in Denver, Aurora, Colorado? I have friends there, actually, that are leaving. They hightailed it out of there. They're not taking the chance to see if it gets better. It only took 2 apartment complexes and 3 gun stores getting robbed and jewelry stores by these Venezuelan gangs who have now paired up with MS-13. And they're gone. They're not waiting around. The cops couldn't do anything. The FBI couldn't do anything. Homeland Security didn't do anything. You know, one of the complexes was taken back and condemned because it's inhabitable. And the people, the Venezuelan gang, was collecting money, the rent money, for the landlord, but not giving it to him. And there was nothing he could do about it. They just took over. Those are your sanctuary cities that you love so much. And you're mad at us, patriots, who are like, close the damn border. You know, they did rob 3 gun stores and a couple jewelry stores. And now the new thing is they're dressed up like Amazon workers and they're doing home invasions. So guys, be very careful, because the closer we get to this election, if you're expecting an Amazon delivery, just leave it outside for a little bit. And if you have to open the door, really check your surroundings, because they're bum rushing the doors. Just be very, 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 very careful. Dangerous times, guys. It's bad.
Shalom Yashra Allah. It is bad. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth, peace, and salutations to all you hopeful Lakdakim that are out there pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Mar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp, coming at you with another sedition among men happening. You know, and this is what straight out of one of my favorite chapters in the scriptures, 2nd Esdras chapter 15. You know, and this is a prime example of how chaotic it is coming. And though these patriots would like to blame the so-called migrants themselves, even though they are the ones actually doing these, you know, acts, so-called, but they're not blaming the ones that are sending them here, that are funding them, that are arming them, that are giving them debit cards, locations. You know, that would be Babylon the Great themselves. You know, they're the ones that are causing this chaos so that they can have a reason, you know, to further push their agenda of saying that they need to have, you know, martial law. You know, there's the terrorists amongst us, you know, that want to do harm against our country so that they can pass draconian laws, you know, gun grabbing laws, you know, cause chaos. But this is also just to further push the divide in America between the left and the right, because you have, like she said, the patriots that are the ones that are armed to the teeth are going to get tired. And they're going to start going against them themselves, because they see that their own police forces can't do anything, as she said. And this has been talked about among the brothers the last couple weeks or so, you know. But I just want to do a lesson on it, because it just goes to show you that, you know, the government really has no power, but they're the ones that want this chaos to happen, you know. So ultimately, this is people rising up against the powers that be. You would never hear about this back in the day. Let Gad want to close off his reservation, you know, or the Keystone Pipeline when Esau was putting his pipeline right through the Gadites' land a couple years ago. You know, all the protests that were happening, they bulldozed right through that shit, man. They had military troops, U.S. Marshals right there on right in front of Gad's face, ready to blow them away if they wanted to stop what they were doing, man. You know, and they didn't stop it. The only reason it got stopped was because Biden came in and he shut all the pipelines down that Trump was building in America. That's the only reason why, not because he cared about the Gadites, you know. So, but what's going on right now is they want this to happen. This is 2nd Esdras 15, and I'm going to start at the 16th verse. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And sedition is going against the governments that be. That's what the word sedition means. And that's what we see happening in Aurora, Colorado right now, with the so-called migrants taking over the apartment complexes. You know, just like Seattle, when Trump was getting inaugurated, there was, or during the The George Floyd riots, you had what's called a Chad zone or a Chaz zone, where they had like a couple blocks, and there was all type of graping going on in there. There was people getting murdered. There was people getting, beat up, kidnapped, trafficked, all out of that little area for the short amount of time that it was up, man. So this is just goes to show you how chaotic the future is going to be. Everything's going to be run by little gangs that run little areas. It's going to go back to third world country type shit, because that's where these Venezuelan and El Salvadorian MS-13 gang members are from. They're the perfect for the job, man. That's why they emptied their prisons and sent them here, just to cause further chaos. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Even the police couldn't stop it. So what do you think these average citizens are going to be able to do? Nothing. Verse 18, and I'm just applying these scriptures to this case right here, but this is going to be applicable to all the Babylon the Great in its own cities here soon. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that is a terrible scripture, man. To the sense that it should put great fear in you, because that's saying a lot, because the pride of Babylon the Great, and all these other, places around the world that are going to get judged. The city shall be troubled. That's these groups of high populated areas. The houses shall be destroyed. The bombs are going to be dropping. Houses could be whole families getting laid out. Somebody come in that's super hungry and desperate. They lay out a whole family. That's a house being destroyed right there. They don't have to literally bulldoze your house. And men shall be afraid, because it's going to get medieval out here, man. You're gonna, if you're a woman, you're going to need a man of the Lord that moves with wisdom and not going to buck up and be a bitch and run to Esau's FEMA camps, man. Or even has that thought in his mind that he's not going to take the charagma. So that's why, hey, man, the majority of these so-called men, you're going to see that they're really have the same spirit as a woman, in these times. And that's, Lord willing, to the end, because we're in the flesh, but we know what the end goal is, and we understand what going against Esau entails. So we're prepared for when he comes against us, which we know he's going to be attacking this ministry. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And one of the first things in the video that lady mentioned was they robbed a gun store. They got armed. Gun stores got bullets, ammo, magazines, everything you need to go have a party, man. And get what you need. And that's what happened. They took over. They spoiled those people's goods. They got kicked out. And there was nothing they could do about it. So this is just one of many examples of how bad it's going to get, and it's only going to get worse. So don't think there's any hope in the future that this is going to go away, because there's none. And then if that's a sobering truth that you don't want to hear, then hey, man, go watch Pastor Porkchop over there at the Christian chapel on the corner, man. Because he's not going to tell you the things that are happening, because they're not occupied in prophecy, But that's neither here nor there. I pray and hope that this lesson was edifying to the elect. Until next time, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Radash. Double honors again to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to all you hopeful looked out there that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp. Until next time, Lord willing, Shalom.